Hi, beautiful shining stars. So today is the Venus Friday, and it is in the full moon in Pisces, and it's also Mercury retrograde. So, this season of Mercury retrograde, Spirit has been connecting really closely with me, and we are talking about the magic of Mercury retrograde. Now, for a long time now, every time we would hear Mercury retrograde, we would freak out. Like, because it would get really real. Um, Circumstances, situations, our life would just deteriorate, right? And I asked, I said, Spirit, okay, so how do we combat this? Like, how do we go through this? How do we fix this? And Spirit said, Daisy, well, you have to work on your life and make sure that everything is going accordingly, allowing the changes, going with the energy of flow, working through the energy of ebb. And when things get bumpy, ask why are they bumpy? What's going on in the relationships? What's going on um, in your jobs? Whatever aspects that you feel that Mercury retrograde tends to kick your butt on, you have to ask yourself why. Why are you going through this? What did you not pay attention to? What did you not prepare for? Are you in a relationship with someone that deserves you? Are you in a job that's serving you for the highest good that you are prospering from, that you love? So, what happens is, as humans, we hold on to these baggages in our lives, and when Mercury retrograde comes along, things blow up and we don't understand. And we're thinking it's our fault, or it's the caster's fault because they didn't see it, or they didn't share it with you, or whatever the excuse is. I'm working on revamping a Mercury retrograde book that I prepped years and years ago. It was very, very plain, and it didn't have a lot of information because I wrote it when I was new to Mercury retrograde. Every time somebody shared about Mercury retrograde, so what does Mercury retrograde represent in our lives? So for me, like I've said in my past videos, always my hardest Mercury retrograde tends to be in May. I know many of you, many clients, like, kind of breeze by, that tend to come to me a lot during the energy of Mercury retrograde because usually it's when you have the breakups, when you lose the jobs, when the finances are kind of, roller coastery, topsy turvy turmoil, right? So who do they go to? They, look for casters to find a solution. But there's a better way through Mercury retrograde. And what you want to do is, ask. And I shared with you this, especially if you're on my Patreon, which you are. Everybody does usually does these Venus weeklies are part of my Patreon. And on the left, I have one who is leaving my Patreon. I think she just canceled today, and I did a black candle for her for just kind of, healing and restoration. And then I have another one who's also going through some madness in her love life. So I did a lot of healing for her. Um, I have communication right here on this one. Um, these are mostly passion, communication, keeping the love alive, And then I hear, because I added different ingredients, that's why I separated them. These are because they're having issues in their love life. So I kind of separated because I added specific herbs and energies to those and then different to these. So I want you to take this Mercury retrograde energy and ask the right questions. And if I remember, I will create a printable for you to use during this energy. So not only is Mercury retrograding, but we also have, I think it's either 6 or 10 other planets. I already put that up on a wall that are also retrograding. So there's a lot of energy going on, inflicting right now. So let us commence. Beautiful goddess of love, we invoke your essence and your energy during this powerful, radiant full moon in Pisces, at the opening of the Mercury retrograde, and also on your glorious day. We ask that you help us heal our hearts, that you heal our minds, our thoughts, our emotions, that we are able to witness and comprehend what is occurring in our lives, that we're able, for those of us that are doing great, to celebrate and bask in this greatness, to flourish, to align with the allness and the oneness and that beautiful, radiant, loving, good energy. Thank you, beautiful Venus, beautiful goddess of love, for always bestowing this beautiful, vibrational vortex of true love, of unconditional love, of passion, of beauty, of just basking in ourselves. Maybe using this Mercury retrograde to start being a little selfish, to maybe it's time to let go. That it is okay to let go of the past. It is okay to let go of those stale energies. Beautiful Archangel Michael, we invoke your essence and your energy to help us cleanse and clear and align with our higher selves by clearing our heart chakras, by clearing our sacral chakras, by opening up our solar plexus and relieving the pressure in our root chakra so that we know the action steps, so that we may hear and be clear on what we have to do next. Thank you, beautiful Archangel Michael, for always protecting us and guiding us and shielding us and protecting us and just lighting that path. Thank you, Archangel Uriel, the light of God, for bringing your universal celestial lantern and lighting our paths and doorways and windows so that we may witness what we need to work on in our lives, so that we may enjoy today, because only today is real, so that we may let go of tomorrow, let go of yesterday, and just focus on the now, because we cannot do anything in tomorrow until we focus on today, because today we are creating our tomorrows. And if we're not focusing on today, then how will our tomorrows be? Almost like a void, up in smoke, a shadow energy. Thank you, Archangel Uriel, for sharing all of this wisdom, for your guidance, for your light. We are truly grateful. Thank you, beautiful Archangel Jophiel, for showing up with your courage and your love and your sensitive vibration for all of us that are going through this emotional roller coaster, to bestow healing and peace and harmony. As we are seeing the taints of pink all around, like little orbs all around our auras, all around this vibrational ritual. Thank you, beautiful angels of light. You are amazing. Thank you, beautiful Venus. We are grateful for all that you've done for us in this year, all of the changes that we have witnessed, all that we have left behind, all that we have made peace with. Thank you. So today, one of my beautiful Patreons did something amazing. She didn't have the best week. She actually had a bit of a turmoil. And you know what she did? She grabbed her stuff and she said, I'm going to celebrate. I am not going to allow the turmoil to take away from my essence, who I am. She gathered with friends and family and she went on a little trip. And she's celebrating right now at this very moment. If you melt in the chaos, you're only becoming the victim. You have to, and like I share with you all, it's okay to have your grieving days and your emotional days and your, I want to lay down on the couch for a couple of days. It is okay. But it's also a great time especially when it's a reoccurring energy, because some of you have been going through this reoccurring energy for quite some time. This is not a new thing. So if you're going to melt every time this occurs, it's either time to close that door and start fresh, start anew, or celebrate. Don't let the energies bring you down. It's not worth it. It's not worth the worry, the anxiety, the tension. Surrender. Send love. Send blessings. Send healing. Be the bigger and better person. You're not doing anyone any good by hating, by being angry, by sending out negative, toxic vibrations because somebody did you wrong. Kill them with kindness. Send them love. Send them healing. You are going to see massive changes in your life, because that will mean that they no longer hold your power. That you are bigger and better and a high vibrational energy, that you don't allow anyone or anything to bring you down to their levels. Use this energy, my friends, because that's what Mercury retrograde is about. It's about magic. It's about creation. It's about finishing the things that we started. It's about cleansing and clearing, closing the doors to things that no longer serve us, and being the radiant, high frequency, vibrational, divine beings that we are, and assuming that position. Don't take no for an answer. If someone's being mean, close that door, lock it, send them love and blessings, and move on. It is not worth it. It is not worth the chaos. Because when you soak up in that chaos, that you're doing right now is what you will receive tomorrow. Because what you're doing now creates your tomorrow. I send you all love and blessings during this beautiful full moon on Venus during Mercury's retrograde. I hope that you find yourselves, find your truths, that all the questions that you ask, you receive the answers to. Namaste.